Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we'll be talking about change. Now this is a different type of video I'm making because I'm one, not going to be editing this video. Two, I'm not going to be cutting out anything. It's a one-time, one-shot idea. So it's not going to be me trying to make the video look alright. I'm just going to be spitting. I didn't plan anything about this video, so I'm just practicing to see how I can perform in situations like this. So yes, I'll be talking about change today, and change is a very funny thing because change is possible. Change is the only reason we as human beings are very much different from animals. An alpha male lion is always going to be an alpha male lion, probably till he gets old and die. A lion is only knows how to be a lion. What he did yesterday, what he's doing tomorrow, survival, animals. That's what they are. You see, human beings, you can be this today, and tomorrow you can be this. That is the power, right? That we have. That is the difference between us, and that's why we are called higher intelligence. But to kickstart this change that you think you might want, it has to happen first. But you see, it has to happen in your head. Now, your brain is very much capable of doing a lot of things. Most people do not utilize their brain up until 40%. It's proven. Majority of the population in the world do not use their brain, 40% of their brain capacity. So, that just points us towards, a place where people are really underutilizing the blessings that God has given us, and our capacity of our brain is a natural blessing. Now, not all fingers are equal in this sense because it has been proven that some people have natural hereditary, you know, have naturally more brain capacity than other people. Some people just naturally have it, don't work for that shit. You just have it. But I dug into people, all these successful people's autobiography. And by the way, if you want to change, you should really start reading autobiographies and books. Books about like people that are successful. I brought my library with me to here because I didn't buy food stuff because I had to pack my books. Which is funny because if I tell anybody that, and I know if somebody hears that, they'll be like, this guy is crazy. Yeah, because I didn't bring Nigerian food stuff because it was like Nigerian food stuff on my books, and I was like, it's day and night for me. I'm going to take my books. That was not something I would have opted for before, but like right now, I guess I value my knowledge more than any other thing. So yeah, we break it down. What was I saying again? God of Nazareth, I've lost my thought. But yeah, change has to happen in your head first. Your identity has to change. You have to start seeing yourself as a different person. First of all, before anything starts to materialize in the real life. What does that mean? If you want to be a billionaire, you first seriously have to start thinking like one. If you do not start to imagine yourself being one and start thinking like one and start to put on their shoes, the shoes of a billionaire, not literally, the shoes of a billionaire, you're wasting your time. If you do not act, those results will not come. You don't sit down and results come and meet you. You act, and with time, the results will come. That is how usually life works. You just don't sit down and things will come to meet you. You understand? So it has to come from your identity. You have to identify as somebody else. Look, you might be suffering from, like, you might be fighting addictions, because I know addiction is like what most people, or what I say, a lot of people struggle with. Over 70% of people that check into rehabs with addiction end up relapsing within the first 6 months. I think it was over 90% that I read. 70 is between 70 to 90%. Don't quote me, Sha, but it's a very high percentage. That's the summary. So this is something a lot of people struggle with, and people want to change. Like crack has a hold on people. I saw that shit in Lagos, bro. Crack is. I thank my God I didn't actually go into drugs because I don't even know where I for live right now. But yes, crack has a hold on people. Drugs has a hold on people. Meth has a hold on people. People are losing their lives to these things. And I mean, drugs are not the only thing you can be addicted to. You can be addicted to anything, and people want to change. You can see the disappointment in their eyes. They want to change, but I tell them, I say this. You have to first identify as someone that doesn't smoke crack, bro. If you continue to say I am fighting this addiction, you still identify as someone that is doing it, but you are trying to fight it. You simply just have to identify as someone that doesn't want to do it. You just see it as it's not a part of you, it's just something that's happening to you at this point in time. I don't know how to explain that, but to be honest, it works because it worked for me. Now I was never addicted to crack. I was fighting a different type of addiction, and I started identifying as somebody that wasn't taking part in that addiction. I did not see it as part of my personality. That's the same way like how I fought my episodes, my depressive episodes. I still say depressive. I don't identify as a I was never saying I am depressed. No. I excluded that from my personality and my identity. It just wasn't a part of me. I just knew by the special grace of God that it was just something that was happening to me at that point in time. And it was something I would get over. And thank God, I think I'm over my depression. I think. And I'm over my depressive episodes. Let me correct myself. You understand? So I think that is the key. That is the key to trying to get change. You need to get that identity change. Don't say you are fighting depression, big man. Don't say you are fighting coke addiction. Just say I don't identify. You don't identify as somebody that's a crack addict. You just realize this is something temporary that is happening to you at this point in time. And when this phase is over, you'll be okay. And for you to believe the phase is over, you have to believe there are alternate realities. Because to be honest, there are alternate realities that exist at the same time. At the same time. So what does that even mean? I know it's like, "Oh, this guy, I say this smoke crack." But let me explain it to you. Now, I say alternate realities because your best version and your worst version of yourselves exist at the same time. This is the best version, this is your worst version. There are, gray areas, mid, there's mid where you are where you are mid as hell, you understand? And then there's mediocre mid, there's superior mid, there's a lot better, there's best, there's the best version of yourself. They all exist. Every day they exist. And the power that God gave us was the power of free will. You realize that every day that you picked up that crack to smoke, every day you clicked on Pornhub, every day you smoked those cigs, you had a choice. And it's the choices you make that alters that algorithm to where you are in that scale of alternate realities. So if you keep making the right decisions, today you don't smoke, tomorrow you don't smoke, you start to evolve upwards. You start to evolve upwards, and then you start to connect with a superior version of yourself, with a superior being that lives in you. And that is the blessing everybody has. Nobody is special, trust me. Everybody has this ability. They have this superior being in them, and you have to connect to the superior being so as to get over the low level which all of us are bound to be. To get to that higher level, it takes excess effort, lots of intentionality. You don't just exist and get to that level. It takes you need to be intentional. You literally need to carry this thing on your head. You need to be you need to be fighting demons. You need to be intentional as hell. You understand? Because we are always going to come from survival. Your brain, your DNA, your genetics, Mother Nature wants you on the low level. And the low level is the survival thinking. That is the survival thinking, the coping mechanism, the easier ways of doing things. You are feeling down, so you go and smoke. You're feeling down, so you go and look for the dopamine hit one way or the other, mindless scrolling on social media, watching porn. You go and binge eat, or you go and binge watch Netflix shows. You go and binge eat, take your time, or watch football, or so whatever sort of coping mechanism you have going on your entertainment. But that's what happens, and it's a bit bad because I guess God looks at us, down at us, with a bit of disappointment because he's probably asks some of his, angels, or I guess whoever he keeps in company, do you know what you are capable of? But you continue to have wrong decisions every day. You are capable of a lot of things. Now everybody isn't capable of the same things, but everybody has a competitive advantage. There's something that you are averagely better than the whole population at. You might be a social person. You are more social than 50% of the population. You haven't ever thought about leveraging that skill. You might be funnier than 50% of the people that exist. You haven't thought about leveraging that skill. You haven't actually thought about picking out your strengths, leveraging your strengths to the better good. And to do all that, you need to achieve change. You need to tell yourself. You need to look in the mirror. You need to tell yourself, something has to change. You just get fed up. You have to be fed up. You're no longer full. You're angry. Something in you is burning into rage. It's only then you can start. And nobody is going to do you. Nobody is going to do it for you. It has to be you. It has to be from you, for you, by you. It's you. When you exclude every external force and know that it's by your hands you shall hold your dreams. Only then you'd realize everything you needed, you already had. Everything I needed, I realized I already had. So guys, alternate reality, alternate reality, alternate reality, all exist at once. The decisions you make in every moment of every day alternate your reality. And your results at the end of the time, your life, will be decided by this very moment. What you chose to do. Did you continue to pick up that cigarette? Did you continue to pick up ecstasy? Did you continue to pick up the hard drugs? Did you continue to indulge in that addiction that is continuing to kill you? Or did you make a difference? Did you make a decision to say, I'm more than this. I am better than this. I am not this. On your deathbed, you shall decide. Those answers will come to you. But know one thing, you shall not escape your deathbed, okay? It is going to come. It's going to come for all of us. So decide today what you want to think on your deathbed.